Alright, so now I'm going to place a full limb hind limb bandage on Ruby. So this bandage ends up being multiple stacked bandages. You can make it as many layers as you want. I'm just going to do one layer today just to show you how to do it. But if I was putting a really extreme full limb hind limb splint on or something like that, then I would do probably 2 layers of this bandage. So the first layer needs to go all the way down to the ground for the padding. And Ruby's standing very well right now with her foot in front of the other one, so I have lots of room to bandage. I always want to wrap from inside to outside, front to back. And again, these pillow wraps are really, really thick, so I can put a lot of tension on them. And a little grunting is good. I'm gonna still leave a little bit of wrap at the bottom, like I did before for the front leg. And that just prevents the bandage from binding on itself if it were to get below the padding. So then the next layer, I'm just going to put right on top of that. And it's important, you don't want to overlap these 2 bandages. Some resources will tell you to do that, but when you do that, especially if you're bandaging a horse for long term, they tend to get pressure sores where the bandages overlap. So it's important that they actually just stack right on top of each other. So with Ruby, she has a fairly short leg, so this is a 16-inch long pillow, and this will be another 16-inch, and that'll be almost, really almost long enough to cover her entire leg. So same idea here, you're just gonna wrap this around as tight as you can. And then with the bandage part, you're going to do a figure 8 pattern. So I always start and get the distal part of my wrap nice and secure. And I also wrap down onto my wrap below. So just one continuous wrap. And then I start my way back up. And then at this point, so this is the point of her hock, I want to leave a gap in the padding right here so that she can still flex her hock a little bit. So I'm going to do a big swipe up. And then I don't have enough wrap to do more than this, so I'm going to do one swipe around. And then I'll use one more blue bandage to finish the wrap. On these wraps, the most common places for horses to get pressure sores are right on the back of their hamstring or the gastrocnemius area. So it's important to make sure that you keep even tension in that area. So I'm going to cover the Velcro from the wrap below. And then now I'm going to spend some time making my figure 8 a little nicer. So I'm going to do it a couple times to maintain the integrity of the bandage. And you can see how I'm standing up when she wants to move. That's because sometimes horses really don't like these bandages, and they can actually hurt you and themselves with them. So I'm going to come back down to the lower part to finish my bandage below the hock. So if that happens, just re-roll your bandage back up.